One of my favorite live in-person wrestling moments was Royal Rumble 2017. That is, I was there in the crowd. I was in floor seats, couldn't see anything, but I could hear everything. And as number 10 starts to count down, there was not a 10, 9, 8. There was a 10, 10, 10. It wasn't announced, but how did it feel being in Gorilla, hearing the anticipation for you, who at the time was not main roster or anything like that? And then the adoration, the overwhelming like positivity that emanated from that. Because I mean, it was quite frankly what everybody there wanted, and it paid off, and it was because of you.
So that is, that goes down as one of my fondest memories, and that's a lot of people's, like you're saying, just a fond memory of that era or the Perfect 10 era. Man, it's still, every year it pops up in my timeline right around Royal Rumble time. I start getting tagged and things like that. So it's always good to see, because I'm able to look back on that, and I don't necessarily, the reaction plays a big part. It's very important to me, and it's wonderfully appreciated. But at the same time, I think about how I got to that moment. Like I said, the peaks and valleys that kind of led up to that. I think the biggest thing to me about that night, and I don't know if I've said this, I might have said it publicly on one other person's podcast, was that as the countdown was starting in Gorilla, a lot of my peers were in Gorilla with me. So a lot of people that I had worked with over the years, a lot of people that have kind of seen or at least heard about my story and my kind of rocky road up until this point. And as it was counting down, they all started clapping for me before I went out. So I get a little choked up about it now, because it was just a more of a solidified confirmation that you got here, man. Like, enjoy the moment. Like, everything was for this, and it was 100% worth it. So one of my fondest memories in my career, but more, the camaraderie and the validation from my peers that night was what I'll carry with me for the rest of my life.
Was there ever any discussion or consideration to doing that again this year? Because like, as people were talking about surprise Rumble entrance, I was like, man, I would love to see him back there at number 10. I've never been more disappointed to see Carlito. No disrespect to him, but
I love me some Carlito too. All I will say is that I shot my shot.
Okay.
I shot my shot. I just don't think I got it in early enough. I think I was too late. So, but I did shoot my shot. I tried.
I guess that's the difference in this regime. They do get things done a little bit sooner.
All I can do is, hey, how about this? And then I let the rest, I let it go. I let the rest play out as it can. I think I was a little late to the party. So you never know.
Yeah.
That's what they tell you, right? You never know.